Welcome back to my channel, and today's design I have got a Holly Jolly Christmas set inspired by the Day 6 glitter from the Nail Team Advent Calendar. So Miss Lottie is all prepped, ready to go, and I have cheated as I have done before and applied my tips halfway down the nail so that I've got a shorter stiletto almond shape. As I have said in previous videos when I've done this, you don't want to do this on a client. It's fine on a practice hand because it doesn't matter, but on a client you do need to stick tips at the very edge of the nail and then cut down, shape, file, all that. This is purely just because I can't be naffed with all of that, and it's cheating. It's just cheating, but I always like to hold my hands up and be honest with you. So just finishing my thin clear base with Perfect Nails clear acrylic, and then we'll get into the design. So this is that gorgeous Day 6 glitter, which is green holly leaves and some red dots for berries, and I've just tipped a little bit out onto one of my painted and posted palettes so that I can pick them up individually to place them for ease. So to start this design I am using Lyric. This is one of the colour blend acrylics from Glam and Glits, and I'm just doing a base colour of this on the index finger, the middle finger, and then I'm going to be doing half of the ring finger. I'm not doing the ring finger as a colour block, I'm just sort of going halfway down and using my brush just to clean away. I'm not worried if the line wasn't dead straight. So as this is just a base, I'm painting it on nice and thin because I'm going to be applying various bits and pieces on top. But you're still going to see quite a bit of the white, so I'm just faffing around now, making sure that the coverage is the same the entire nail. I'm going to repeat that process on the middle finger, and then I will do the half nail on the ring finger. Now, being completely honest, I only had half an idea when I started doing this design, and I got set up to start filming, and then everybody got home and everybody wanted to ask me questions and sort out various things for cricket club and Christmas, and so I found I filmed a bit. Then when I got to a point that I could stop, I had to go off and spend half an hour with my family and then come back and then do a bit more. So it was really bitty for me filming. You won't notice that because I've edited it together very well. But it was, so I was a bit all over the place, if I'm honest. But hopefully you're not going to notice that. So on the ring finger, like I said, so starting at the cuticle, and then I'm just pulling the colour down just about past the natural free edge. That's my normal trick. And then I'm just wiping away any excess colour and just tidying up that line. It doesn't need to be perfect. It is going to be mostly covered, but hello, this is me. So I'm going to leave that to set for a moment, really long moment it feels like, and I'm going to go in with the next colour, and this is a gold that was in last year's Nail Team Advent Calendar, and I've done this on the thumb. I'm doing it on that bottom half of the ring finger, and I'm also doing it on the pinky. So I'm just applying that from the line down to the very tip, using the tip of my brush just to move it around to make sure I've got full coverage of the glitter, and then just tidying that line up a little bit more because it wasn't quite straight enough for my liking, even though it was going to be mostly covered with holly. But there we go. And then I'm just going to do the pinky, and then I will be back with you and we will apply some holly. Okay, so on the middle finger to apply my holly, I've gone in with a wash of clear acrylic. This is going to be my glue. And then I'm using a sort of crystal picker-upper tool thingamajiggabob to pick up the holly leaves and berries individually to place them on that wet acrylic. If it dried out, just go in with a little bit more of a wash and then applying my berries like so. And I ended up doing 3 on this nail, which was 2 leaves and a berry each time. Now, when I came to encapsulate this, which I did off camera, I ended up, I don't know what I did wrong, but basically all the green bled off the leaves. It was a mess. It looked awful. Instead of having a nice white background with green leaves, I had a smushy green background with silver leaves. So I ended up redoing that nail and encapsulating it in gel. However, on this nail, and I applied 2 holly leaves on that line and then 3 berries, I used a much drier bead of clear acrylic to encapsulate, and it was fine. So my tip is work drier, not wetter, because the wetter acrylic seemed to bleed the colour. Now I didn't keep this in, but I wanted to tell you what had happened. So this is it all before capped, but then capping is where it all went horribly wrong. And if you could looked really closely there, you could see that the colour had bled slightly when I placed it. But so my recommendation, if working with these, is to cap really dry over top or use gel. So I have capped them all and filed off camera, and they look alright now. Bit of a panic at the time. And now we're going to finish them off. So on the index finger, which is all white at the moment, I'm going in with a coat of my Perfect Nails top gel, which I'm then going to cure for 60 seconds, and I'm going to apply a pigment to this just to give it a bit of shimmer. And this is the pigment, it's the Aurora pigment. Again, this is a Perfect Nails one which I got from the nail team. I'm just going to give that a really good rub in. Put the lid on, because otherwise I'll sneeze, knock it, lose it. Dust off the excess, and I always like to give it another rub afterwards because I feel that brings it to a nice shine. And then I am going to top coat the pigmented nail and all the other nails. If you are doing this on a client, I would highly recommend double top coating any nail with chrome, pigment, foil, stamping, anything like that. But because this is Lottie and I change her nails daily, if not twice a day, it doesn't matter. She does not care. So I'm just top coating all of those nails, and apart from the index finger, all those other nails are finished now. But I'm just going to add a touch more to the index nail. So just finish top coating and then we'll cure for 60 seconds. And I did clean off around the nail where that pigment was, just with a bit of cleanser. Now we're going to add some glitter. So I have got Holly and I think it's Matilda from the Elite Glitters collection, and I'm using a green gel paint and a red gel paint, and I'm just doing some candy cane type lines on the nail. So I'm starting with the green, and I'm just going down the nail, leaving a bit of room in between, and then I will sprinkle the glitter into the wet paint and cure, and then I'm going to repeat with the red, going in between the green lines. So I'm going to leave you to watch me painting and sprinkling glitter and making a mess, and then I'll be back at the end of the design. And here they are, all finished. And despite the mini meltdown halfway through, I loved how this design turned out. So I'm not going to complain too much. And I fixed the problem. So there we go. So I do hope you've enjoyed this video. If so, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to click subscribe. Check out the description box for all the product links and details, but I think it's all from the nail team. And I'll see you again very soon. Bye! Mwah.